Greetings to you. Thanks for joining us wherever you are tonight. Thanks for joining us on the abridged version of the show. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Well, let's start you off with the news making the rounds. Of course, let's talk about what happened today. Probably the biggest piece of news today, but we're going to talk about it later. But this is just to let you know that former FIFA President Sepp Blatter has been handed another 6-year ban. Of course, his former ban will elapse in a few months, but he handed another one after an investigation into some of the things he did while in office. And of course, we'll also talk about the countdown to the National Sports Festival. We'll also, a few moments ago, the Lagos State government met with the players and officials of the Super Eagles. That will also get us soaking on the show. At some point, I will be joined by Yinka Owulewa. We'll take a look at what's happening on the domestic scene. We'll talk about football matches played today in the Nigeria Women's Football League Premiership. We'll talk about the results. We'll also talk about some matches that will also be played tomorrow. Talk about the NPFL and the ones played today in the Nigeria National League. That's the outlook of the show. Without wasting much of your time, let's bring you into all that we're doing on the show. As we've always told you, you're very important to us. We need to fill your pause and get feedback from you. This is how you can be a part of the show. Send us a mail, sportsnight@channelstv.com. Get across to us on Facebook, Channels for Sports, and on Twitter, that verified handle that we always like to brag about because the conversation never ends. @channels_sports is how you can be a part of the show. Let us know how you feel. Send in your tweets. Promise we'll read as soon as you send them in. All right, so let's just dive straight into it. Before I get Yinka to join me, let's really take out of the way some news items. Let's start with what happened a few moments ago. The Lagos State government has received players and coaches and officials of the Super Eagles at the Governor's Lodge in Marina, Lagos. The governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, says he is excited to see the Super Eagles return to Lagos after more than a decade. Of course, pictures there confirming that to you. Of course, the governor adds that his administration recognized that the provision of infrastructure is a crucial component of sustainable sports development. Of course, that man in your picture, probably the only one in this current Eagles squad that has that knows what it is, how it feels to play in Lagos. That's talking about Ahmed Musa. But for all the other players, it's probably the first time of playing in front of the Lagos fans. So it's exciting. All right, in a related development, still talking about the Super Eagles, the Confederation of African Football, that's talking about CAF, has announced that fans will be allowed to take up 30% of the Teslim Balogun Stadium for the Super Eagles final AFCON qualifier against Lesotho on March the 30th. 30% of the capacity of the stadium, the fans will be allowed. The African Football Governing Body says COVID-19 guidelines must be strictly adhered to. CAF, however, warned that it will not condone any breach of COVID-19 protocols, stressing that temperature checks done on the fans and social distancing must be observed. So the Lagos State government and the Nigerian Football Federation are expected to confirm the exact number of fans to be allowed into the stadium after consultations with the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. So that's it. Good news for Lagos fans who last saw the Eagles play about 11 years ago. We'll be happy to have them. And of course, what is football without the fans? But of course, health and safety comes first. So let's just strike a balance, 30%. So we wait for the NFF and the Lagos State government after consultation with the Presidential Task Force to tell us how many fans will be allowed into the stadium and some of the guidelines that must be followed to be at the stadium. All right, let's go global now and talk about former FIFA president. Just when you thought his problems are over, is battling on two fronts, battling with his health recently. He's been in poor health recently. and of course, he was put in induced coma 1 week after undergoing heart surgery. That's in December. But today, the news is that Sepp Blatter has been banned for a second time by World Football Governing Body FIFA for financial wrongdoing 7 months before his first ban will be over. I mean, Sepp Blatter is 85, and you're just wondering how much his health and body can. I mean, you just look at this picture. I mean, not the Sepp Blatter we all were accustomed to. Now he's looking frail, a lot of challenges, and not just Sepp Blatter. His former Secretary General Jerome Valk also facing the ban too. He's been handed 6 years, 8 months for self-dealing in awarding themselves. That's talking about Blatter and Jerome Valk contractual bonuses. All right. As much as I would love to delve into it, we don't have much time. But trust me, we'll be back here tomorrow to talk about the implication of what just happened to Sepp Blatter. But I want to quickly go to Ilori now and link up with our friend Yinka Owulewa as we talk about things happening on the domestic scene. The Eagles will play in a few days, but of course, football is still going on the domestic scene. Yinka Owulewa, thanks for joining us on the show tonight. Greetings to you.
Well, it's nice to be with you once again, Yemin Adebayo.
All right, let's just, I wasn't going to do it before, but let me, I think it's only fair, allow you to talk about the excitement of having the Super Eagles play in Lagos. How does that make you feel?
Great atmosphere, one of the loveliest places to play in Nigeria, a place where the fans will make you feel the pressure of playing behind the real fans. Mm-hmm. I remember in, I think in 1996 or thereabouts, Nigeria, Zimbabwe or thereabouts, I was at the stadium. It was an electrifying environment where the players, if you are doing well, everybody will be behind you. If you are doing otherwise, they will reject you. So you have to make sure that you are playing, that you are giving them what they want. And that's the place where it is all started. All we are saying, give us more goals.
Yeah.
They will put you under pressure. And I mean, it's a place that many of the top of players in the Super Eagles of Nigeria today have not played at all. But you can't forget the fact that a few of them grew up in Lagos, like the likes of Victor Osimhen grew up in Lagos. So they know the pressure. He's not going to be strange to him tomorrow. But next week, Tuesday. But I guess the atmosphere is going to be a little bit strange for to some of the players.
All right, so we must also add that in spite of how demanding the Lagos fans are, they show you so much love, make you feel like a king, especially when you're doing well. All right, let's go on and talk about the Nigerian Professional Football League rescheduled game, MFM against the Aba Elephants, talking about Enyimba. I want to quickly get your thoughts. Some have jokingly said it's a bad time for anybody to play Enyimba. It seems like they're on the roll. Forget the fact that they lost in the CAF Confederation Cup. They seem to have laid down the marker in the Nigeria Professional Football League, and they seem to be getting results anyway.
Well, you know, I was laughing. Why I was laughing was from a football fan perspective, is a little bit unfair at this particular time. Enyimba going to Lagos when Aqua just did a damage to MFM some few days ago, and now it is the almighty Enyimba. It's a time that the technical crew of MFM will not want to. It's a team that they want no one to play at the moment now. But I think I said last week that one of the best team, if not the best team in Nigeria at the moment, is Enyimba. So for MFM to be hosting there at this critical period of their season, I feel a little bit sorry for them. But football is not like that sometimes. They can pull surprises tomorrow and get a win and pull down the Elephants. I feel like this is what some of the fans and technical crew of MFM will be looking at the moment. Okay,
we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Maybe they'll get the job done. You never can tell. A lot of things happen in the game of football. Yeah. All right, let's step down. Let's talk about Nigeria National League. A lot of matches. We spent a minute or two to talk about it before we talk about the women. A lot of matches also played in the NWFL Premiership. But let's take a look at the results in the Nigeria National League. Let's start with Division B1. Match day 8 result. Osun United lost to Calabar Rovers by a lone goal. Giant Brailers defeated Ekiti United 2-1. Stationary Source beat Newi United 3-1. All of these matches played in Division B1. We go to Division B2. Rem All Stars defeated Julius Atete by a lone goal. Ibom Youth defeated Crown FC by the same margin, by the same scoreline. Godowski played a goalless draw with Bendel Insurance. Bayelsa Queens, I beg your pardon, Bayelsa United. Bayelsa United defeated Gateway United 2-0. All right, that's in Division B2. You know, I mean, we're going to talk about the ladies later. I don't know why I said that. But your reaction to some of the results that you've seen there, any surprises? I mean, it's really in Division B1 and B2 very, very competitive. A lot of strong sides who want to stake a claim to the slot for the NPFL.
The big battle has been in the B1 and B2. The only result that is a little bit of a surprise is the one in Ilorin today between Osun United and Calabar Rovers. Osun United lost because their new adopted home ground is the Kwara Stadium complex. I wasn't expecting that particular result, but you know, every other results were not surprising. The only question I keep asking myself now is who will stop Shooting Stars of Ibadan, 3SC of Ibadan. Who will stop them is a question that we should be asking ourselves now. Don't forget that ABS also played today in Damaturu against UBS. They lost 2-0. That's a rescheduled, I think, match day 4 or thereabouts. That was played earlier today. So
all right. So let me just Yinka, let me just quickly butt in and make a quick correction. I think I said Stationary Stars. Shooting Stars, I beg your pardon, defeated Nilayo 3-1. So 3-1. All right. So continue.
So just like I said, Shooting Stars were asking, the question is who will stop them? But I think it's a team that I saw them when they played against ABS and Ilorin before the commencement of the league. They're a very, very formidable side, a team that is well structured, a team that is that a lot of thinking and technical ability went into the line before the players were picked up for the team. So I'm not surprised with what I saw they did in Ilorin against ABS, what they are doing right now. But I think without any doubt, they are very, 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 for me, if they don't change, if they keep this momentum going, they are very close to the NPFL.
Okay. I can't disagree with you. I can't. Because everything you've said is true. All right. I got ahead of myself earlier. So let's talk about the ladies now. And let's just quickly take a look at the results so that you can just give us your thoughts on that.
It just played out. Yes,
okay, that's it.
Just played out a one-out draw with.
Let me just quickly read. Yinka, let me just quickly read the results so that you can talk about it. Abia Angels played a one-out draw with FC Robo Queens. Ibom Angels defeated Edo Queens 1-0. Osun Babes lost to Delta Queens by a lone goal. Pelican Stars defeated their opponents in that game 1-0. Royal Queens lost to Bayelsa Queens 1-3. Bayelsa Queens defeated their opponents in that one. Dream Stars ladies played a goalless draw with Nasarawa Amazons. Rivers Angels also played a goalless draw with Sunshine Queens. So those are the results. Match day 11, we're very close to the finish line. We're going to know the champion very soon. Yinka, in a minute, your thoughts on the ladies' game, especially match day 11.
Well, no surprises. Bayelsa Queens keeping the momentum going as far as the women's league is concerned. I'm not surprised. The only surprise thing for me at that particular league this time around is the Pelican Stars. They are the most champion as far as the women's league is concerned. But I don't know what is happening to that particular club. They're not doing pretty well, very close to the relegation zone. I don't know what is happening with that team. So, but Bayelsa Queen, they keep the momentum going. They played 9 games, 11 games rather, won 9, drew 1 and lost 1. So they're looking like a champion team. When you watch them play, you'll see that this is a team that if they keep their heads together, if they keep the momentum going, before the end of the season, you will not be doing or making any mistake by giving the league crown to them even before the end of the season.
Okay. All right, Yinka, that's how far we can go on the show with you today. I want to thank you for your time. Hopefully, we get to do this some other time.
Thank you very much, Yemi Adebayo. I'll be glad to be back with you some other time.
All right, so that's our friend Yinka Olewa telling us how it is, especially with things on the domestic scene. Before we go, some matches were played today. Talk about AFCON qualifiers. Let's quickly run through the results. Let's take that out of the way. Of course, we talk about games played today. Guinea and Mali. Guinea, the Silly National, defeating the Eagles of Mali by a lone goal. South Sudan lost to Malawi, also a lone goal. Malawi winning that. Uganda, Burkina Faso played a goalless draw. Sao Tome and Sudan winning that game. Rwanda defeated Mozambique by a lone goal. And Ethiopia put 4 goals past Madagascar, all in the AFCON qualifiers matches played today. So we keep monitoring what's happening on the African continent. All right, as we leave, 9 days to the start of the National Sports Festival in Benin City, Edo State. So we're back again tomorrow, as I said. And till then, enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.